Owho soup, aka yellow soup, is a delicious delicacy enjoyed by the Delta or Niger Delta people. And if you want to see how I was able to make this recipe, then keep watching and you're welcome to my kitchen. So let's start cooking. So here is my proteins. I have here chicken and goat meat. I'm using this two for this dish. You can use whichever one you want. So pour in your water. Add in your seasoning cubes. I used 1.5. Add in your dried pepper. This dish goes well with dried pepper. We're not going to use fresh. So here is my stock fish and my dried fish. So I'll first go in with the stock fish to allow it to soften after the dish is done. And then later on we're going to add in the dried fish. Cover. Add in more water. And then cover. Allow this to simmer. So our chicken is done cooking, but the goat meat is still pretty much hard. So I'm adding in more water to allow the goat meat to soften. Then cover and allow it to boil for like 40 minutes or so, or less than 40 minutes. Add in your crayfish. So here is our dried fish, which we are adding in now. This soup is delicious. Here is our palm oil. I didn't use all of it. I used like half, and then I used the remaining one to do our starch. Cover and allow to simmer for like 20 minutes. So here is subscribe to, like, share if you haven't. So here is our account. Potash is the name in English, and starch. So for this delicacy or recipe, it goes with the two to help it thicken. So I'll subscribe for about a spoon of starch and a teaspoon or half tablespoon of the potash. We are just using a little amount because the soup we are making is not so much. So add in your water, a little amount of water, and then stir it. So after stirring, add in the mixture. You're only adding the water moisture part and not the part that looks like stones and sand, because we don't want our tummy to start running. So here is my Garri. So for this Garri, I added in not warm water. I added just normal water, and then I molded it with my hand like this to get the shape. So I added like 4 molds I made, or 5, but at the end of the day I took out like 1 for this food because I have gotten the right texture or thickening that I wanted. So allow to cover and allow it to boil. So here is the remaining Maggi or no cube that I had left. So I added the remaining one. cover, and our soup is almost done. It's getting thicker a little. So this food was a good one, I can't lie. It tasted so much like one of the vegetable soups that my mom used to make back then for us when we were much younger. It is so similar to that soup, I won't lie. And the only difference is that for that dish we add ugu. My mom calls it ugu, ofugu, if you are Igbo. So our food is done, guys. It is done. The thickening texture is perfect now. Just stir it and allow it to simmer for like 2 minutes, and then just bring it down. So because I've gotten this texture that I want, I just had to remove this Garri mold or balls that I made. So just allow it to boil. After stirring, guys, this meal is so good, and it is best enjoyed with starch. I won't lie. This is my first time making this dish, eating this dish. My first time making starch and eating starch, and it was worth trying. And after I was done making this dish, I said to myself, Omo, I'm now a Deltan girl. No more an Igbo girl for this recipe. But after eating, I can go back to being an Igbo girl, because Igbo girls rock, you know. So cover it, and voila, our food is done here. It is so yummy. It has so many assorted inside. So I'll see you in my next video. Like, share, and subscribe. Bye.